Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief. I'm Sam Daniel. The headlines first. A full-blown war between Governor R N Ravi and the ruling DMK after state vice chancellors boycott the governor's meet. R N Ravi alleges MK Stalin used the police to intimidate vice chancellors. Ruling DMK says intimidation is in your DNA. 3 physiotherapy students from Chennai drowned in earlier reservoir channel in Coimbatore. And Tamil Nadu leads in electronics exports yet again. $14.65 billion exports. Industries Minister TRB Rajaa speaks to NDTV. A full-blown war of words has now erupted between Governor R N Ravi and the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu. In a major embarrassment to the governor, the state vice chancellors or vice chancellors of state universities in Tamil Nadu chose to boycott the vice chancellors conference convened by R N Ravi in the Nilgiris. This was inaugurated by Vice President Dhankar. R N Ravi has today alleged that Chief Minister MK Stalin used the police to intimidate Vice Chancellors to boycott the Vice Chancellor's meet. Recently, the Supreme Court had given assent to 10 bills which Governor R N Ravi had delayed and then wrongly referred to the President, although they were passed twice by the Tamil Nadu Assembly. Ultimately, the Supreme Court invoked its own powers and granted assent to these bills, which actually clipped the powers of the governor as Chancellor of State Universities. Now the governor cannot appoint vice chancellors, and his role as an administrator of state universities too has been largely reduced. And it's in this context the vice chancellors of state universities have chosen to boycott the meet convened by Governor R N Ravi. This also comes after Chief Minister MK Stalin recently convened the vice chancellors meet, after the Supreme Court in its landmark judgment gave a clear timeline for governors and the president to dispose bills passed by the Assembly and the Parliament, besides making it very clear that governors ought to abide by the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers in the states, and they don't have any discretionary powers. That's not all. Governor R N Ravi, speaking at the conference, also alleged that the standards of education in government schools and state-run universities in Tamil Nadu is very bad. He says children in government schools are unable to perform even simple arithmetic, and they are unable to read basic sentences. In government universities, he says, where Dalits and the poor study, there is a progressive decline. Although Tamil Nadu churns out around 6,000 PhD scholars every year, R N Ravi claims hardly 1% of them are able to crack the NET or the JRF. And this is what Governor R N Ravi had spoken at the conference.
Because on the one hand, we find that the deemed to be universities, autonomous institutions are every year, year on year, breaching the new marks of height in excellence. More than a dozen of our institutions deemed to be university and autonomous institutions are among the top 10 in NIRF ranking. Unfortunately, not a single one from the state universities. Our Madras University, which was once known to be the premier university in the country among the top 5, today it is nowhere in the reckoning. This steady decline has a social consequences for social justice, because it is the students from poor communities, Dalit communities, marginalized communities, those who cannot afford to go to the private, they go to these institutions. And if this is their fate, that on the one hand we keep producing degree holders and PhD holders. On the other, they are worthy of nothing. It is in fact, it is a perpetuating the discrimination.
The ruling DMK has hit back. It says Tamil Nadu leads in higher education, and many of the institutions in the state have ranked in the top 25 in the NIRF rankings. Higher Education Minister Govi Chelian has said it's the DNA of the BJP to intimidate, and that it's in the DMK's DNA to stand for what he calls the state's rights. He says the state government cannot be held responsible for the Vice Chancellors boycotting the governor's meet, what he calls a clear understanding by these Vice Chancellors what the recent Supreme Court judgment means for the role of the governor as Chancellor. He added there is no provision even in the Constitution to make governors the chancellors of state universities, and that the Constitution does not speak anything about governors being appointed as chancellors. He says R N Ravi is flexing his muscle, unable to accept the recent Supreme Court verdict that makes governors and the president accountable, and that they ought to dispose bills passed by the assemblies or the parliament in the prescribed timeline. 3 physiotherapy students from Chennai drowned in the outflow channel of the earlier reservoir at Pollachi in the Coimbatore district of Tamil Nadu today. Investigators say the young men stepped into the water body underestimating the depth. They lost control and they were swept away, although the current at that time was not strong. Investigation is underway. And finally, Tamil Nadu has yet again emerged number 1 in electronics exports. The exports have touched 14.65 billion in the year 2024 and 2025. I caught up with the Industries Minister, Mr. TRB Rajaa, on this, and the state posting highest growth in the country, and the labor issue at the Samsung Electronics plant outside Chennai. Tamil Nadu's electronics exports has touched an all-time high of $14.65 billion, 53% more than last year. Joining us now, Industries Minister, Mr. TRB Rajaa. Thank you very much for your time. What would this milestone mean for Tamil Nadu?
It means more is coming. We're not content with what we have today. I have a $100 billion dream for Tamil Nadu's electronics exports, and I don't think it's far away. This is going to be an amazing story for India also, because we're going to go after the entire value chain, and we are already in talks with some of the giants, and they also know that when you come into Tamil Nadu, you get Japanese quality of manufacturing, and they're very happy with the kind of manufacturing that's happening and the kind of talent that's giving the kind of output that they don't see in many places in the world. And that is why many of them are also shifting more of their capacity to Tamil Nadu. And I see a big boom coming in the manufacturing capabilities of electronics, especially in newer areas like in Trichy. We've got Jabil coming in Trichy. We're going to have a semiconductor ecosystem being built in Kovai very soon. Hopefully the union helps us by at least not stumbling it up, putting stumbling blocks on it. But yeah, I think Tamil Nadu is going to be an amazing electronics growth story for India too.
The state leads with 9.69% real growth in that sense, highest in the country, and in 10 years the highest for the state. Tell us the secret recipe for Tamil Nadu in that sense. What is the Tamil Nadu story in this?
Periyar. It's Periyar, it's education, it's Anna, it's Kalaignar, it's CMMK Stalin. It's all about policy continuity, it's all about educating the masses, it's all about upskilling its people, it's all about making sure that everybody gets gets inclusive growth, it's about distributed growth, it's about all of this enabled by the Dravidian model of governance. Not just Chennai, it's not just Coimbatore, not just Madurai. Every corner of Tamil Nadu is growing. And this is what we want to see in India too, Sam.
Tamil Nadu has set an ambitious target of $1 trillion economy, but for that, still the 9.69% growth is not enough.
Well, it's a massive target. You don't know it's a massive target. But we are achieving 9.69 when none of the other states are doing it. We are hoping to up this game also, and I'm sure that in the coming years you will see this number getting bigger, more into the double digits, and I'm sure our Chief Minister has other bigger plans for Tamil Nadu and to hit that $1 trillion economy target. We are doing the right thing by churning the local economy. We are doing the right thing by taking distributed growth, taking growth to every corner of Tamil Nadu. You know, that is when the entire ecosystem has to work. All the sectors have to thrive. And that is when the economy will boom. And that is when you can achieve the $1 trillion dream. And I think we are going on the right track.
Today, on the floor of the House, he announced Samsung Electronics' 1,000 crore investment. The company also witnesses continuous protests. Many criticize that the workers' rights have been compromised in a sense. Is that an embarrassment?
Why should it be? It's not an embarrassment because that's not the truth. Mm-hmm. The truth is Samsung looks at its employees as family, and that is what they're saying. They've reinforced the faith on the employees, right? First of all, it's a reinforcement of faith on the employees and then the government. So when we talk to them, they say, yes, there are small issues that need to be pressed out. Even before they've asked for some of the, SOPs, we have already given it to them. And this is a issue within the family. It's for us to sort it out. We trust our family. They call the workers their family, and they're going to set things right very soon. And they've already set things right in a big way. There are a few nagging issues, and I think they'll set it right too. And we are, as a state, with the laborers, with the workers, and we've consistently said that you have to iron out these issues, is what we've been telling Samsung. There were talks about Samsung leaving, or people are saying that it's gone to another state and all that. So now you see Samsung knows where the value is, because they know this talent is very difficult to get. So they know their workers are the best.
Well, that's a wrap on this edition of the Tamil Nadu Brief. Hope you liked it. We'll see you again on Monday, same time. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.